It's the first week of February, and I'm just going to take you through a driver fitting that I just finished with Will Norton from Titleist and Chad, and they brought their TrackMan information or technology, and they set up this computer system behind my golf ball and line of flight. And there's information that this TrackMan gathers that the naked eye and any seasoned veteran of instructor can't pick up. And I just wanted to show you what I did and the process that they took. It's not very detailed. I just threw up the camera and videotaped our session, but I wanted to tell you that you need to take advantage of these things. At every club here at Royal Colwood, we have these guys, whether it's Ping or Titleist or Callaway, they come through, and usually with TrackMan now, which is the most popular, they come through here and they try to sell their golf equipment with the TrackMan. And if you're wondering about driver fitting and ball speed and trying to get your maximum distance and what club's best for you, I'm wondering about fairway woods or hybrids or how long your long iron should be, or should be a 5-iron or 6-iron, the information you can gather through this computer system is awesome. Anyways, take a look, and you can see for yourself the process that I went through. So I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. I don't know if Will told you.
What's that?
I deal off the club a lot through impact, and the driver I have now is 13.5 degrees.
Okay.
My launch comes off fairly low. So
up here,
the only reason why I'm playing Ping is because it's 2 more degrees of loft than anything I can get from Titleist.
Okay. Cool. And do you prefer the weight that comes with the Pro Launch over that?
The weight should be medium. I don't like it too heavy or too light.
Okay.
But I do like it tip stiff for toe and heel misses. Toe hooks really snap hook on me if I get the shaft too weak.
Okay.
Like I've tried to have a shaft that kicks it up in the air, and it does work, but then I start losing control. Yeah, that was awesome.
What's your target up there, man?
Just being square with the mat. So target is the pathway, left of that yellow flag out there.
How does that shaft feel compared to the Pro Launch?
It actually feels good.
Yeah. You can really see when, even in that 10.5 loft, reasonably well struck, the spin rates are just low. They're just low. They're just falling out of the air.
Yeah.
And I don't have really any experience with water balls or limited flight balls or whatever, so I can't really kind of say how much, but I mean, you can just kind of look at it and say, you know, they're struggling to stay in the air, and I don't think it'd be any different if it was a Pro V that I had on either.
I mean, the guys make some jokes where I probably have 50 to 60 yard swings from summer to winter.
Yeah.
In Phoenix with the hard fairways, I'm hitting it probably 310 on average.
Yeah.
And then in the summer or in the winter right here, my average is like 260, 250.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny. The Lethbridge swing versus the Victoria swing are two different animals, right? Because of the conditions that you play. I mean, here it's all carry, and you know, out in the prairies, it's.
I grew up in Manitoba.
Keep it low, you know, like.
Fun shots.
So just so you know, like with the Ping, kind of with the ball, the launch conditions we're looking at, you're 153 for ball speed, about 11 degrees on launch, and rounding up about 2,800 RPM. 2,100 RPMs on backspin. Range 10 to 14 for launch, 25 to 3,500 for spin. Almost in every instance, we look to get sub 3,000 in for spin. So I would quite a bit of difference just simply in carry with your own versus the 3 options that I've given you to try. And the spin rate for each of the ones that I've given you struggle to get past 1500 on average for spin. Right? So just going straight out of the air. So I think you're like the perfect example of a guy who can get away with more loft, you know, without having an adverse impact on what the launch conditions are. Loft act does a really good job for you.
And this has the